We're Reading Vegan Outreach, and a few months ago 4 of us were sat in a cafe in Caversham, and we decided that this year would be the perfect time for Reading to have its first ever Animal Rights March. So today we'll be making history for our town, as hopefully hundreds of people will turn out to the streets of Reading to make their voices heard for animal liberation and to promote the vegan message.
We have a long history of animal rights in Reading area, and it's a fantastic occasion for us all to meet here today.
Everyone's arriving and assembling. We're really excited. We're ready to go. In about the next 10 minutes, but if anyone hasn't got a placard or a megaphone and they would like to come and help hold this beautiful big banner, please step this way.
Hi, my name's Keith and I'm from Reading Vegan Outreach. I'm not going to say too much. I just want to say we're all so chuffed that you've all turned up. It's fantastic to see you all. Thanks for supporting this. We're just planning to have a really peaceful day and just be loud and have fun and make noise. Try and bring awareness of all the animal rights issues that we all support. It's just so great to see so many people here, many friends who've come up from a long way. Made the effort, so it's really appreciated, and much love and respect to all of you. Thanks for all the stuff you do all the time throughout the year, you know, the vigils that you attend, the saves.
I'm gonna do it soon. I'm gonna make a change. I'm gonna change my tune. Wanted to be perfect. Wanted to be bad. I'm gonna make a change. I hope you understand me. I hope you realize. I hope you know what's written in the skies. I wanna keep it special. I want it to be bad. I'm gonna make a change. I want it to be perfect. I want it to be real. I wanna know how you feel. Like I feel. I'm gonna make a change. I'm gonna make it soon. I'm gonna make a change. And I'm gonna change my tune. I hope you understand me. I hope you realize. I hope you know what's written in the skies. I wanna keep it special. I want it to be bad. I'm gonna make a change. Change my tune. I'm gonna do it soon.
Which is a really important month in every animal rights activist's calendar. This month is for celebrating how much our movement has achieved. There are now well over 500,000 vegans living in the UK alone, and veganism is the fastest growing lifestyle movement in the world. Every single day I see someone, somewhere, doing work for animals that inspires me and lifts my heart. We see the SABs out there working tirelessly to sab the hunt and sab the cull. The people who get out there on the streets every single weekend to show their footage, hand out leaflets and educate the public. There are the people who give up their lives and almost every single penny to their name to create sanctuary sanctuaries for liberated beings, care for them and love them every day. And finally, there are the people that we don't even see, who do the hardest work of all, who film undercover inside abattoirs and laboratories to expose the truly chilling and unimaginable acts of violence and neglect that are committed against our fellow earthlings, against the most innocent beings, against animals. The winds of change are sweeping through this earth, and we will only go from strength to strength. Someday, we will overcome. We can all do a little more. We all have it in us to give a little more. As Elie Wiesel famously said in 1999, indifference elicits no response. Indifference is not a response. Indifference is not a beginning, it is an end. And therefore, indifference is always the friend of the enemy, for it benefits the aggressor, never his victim, whose pain is magnified when he or she feels forgotten. And so I ask you to stand together, to never forget the prisoners of animal exploitation. Wear that vegan t-shirt to work, attend an extra outreach event, get in touch with your local Hansabs, offer your time to a sanctuary who desperately needs resources to look after the liberated ones. Shame that person wearing Canada Goose. Donate to a campaign. I would like to remind everyone that no form of activism is more valid than any other. We are all here today, united, standing together, marching together, making our voices heard, our hearts all beating as one for the same goal, animal liberation.
It's so heartening to see so many people here, giving up their time to promote what's right, veganism, compassion and animal liberation. I'm just going to talk very briefly about hunting, as I'm sure you're all opposed to hunting, so I probably don't need to bang on about it too much. Hunting with hounds was actually banned in Scotland in 2002, and that was followed in England and Wales in 2004. And when discussing hunting, most people immediately think straight away about fox hunting, but we also have the hunting of deer, of hares and of mink in this country, so it's not just fox hunting. So with the ban in England and in Wales in 2004, you would think that would be the end, of hunting, and think our wildlife would be safe from the blood junkies and perverts who delight in killing. But no, hunting continues unabated. The world of hunting carries on exactly as before, but they invent a new sport called trail hunting. This is a total sham, where hunts continue exactly as they did pre-ban. They say they're following trails and that any kills of animals are just accidents, unfortunate accidents, a mistake. Don't confuse trail hunting with drag hunting. Drag hunting is a legitimate sport, if you like, with rules, and they try very hard to avoid killing animals. If they get on the scent of a fox, a hare or a deer, the drag hunt will call those hounds off immediately. Trail hunts are completely different. Trail hunting did not exist in this country until the ban was introduced in 2004.
Members of Reading Vegan Outreach support Berkshire Hunt Sabs, so we go out sabotaging hare and fox hunts in the Berkshire, Hampshire and Oxfordshire area, and sometimes further afield. Using cameras, we try and gather evidence of crimes that may be being committed, and we'll pass those on to the relevant authorities. And quite often, if you turn up with a video camera, and you're recording the hunts, they're a lot more careful and a lot more shy of trying to hunt, so it's a good deterrent as well. We also have saboteurs out in the field who use tactics to dissuade the hounds from hunting foxes or hares, and we use all sorts of tactics using voice calls, horn calls, covering up the scent of the hunted animal to try and give them a fighting chance of getting away. So we do our utmost to protect our wildlife that's under threat. And also we've been active in fighting the badger cull in Gloucestershire and Wiltshire, protecting sets and protecting that iconic British species of wildlife, the badger.
Hi everyone, I'm Catherine. I'm the founder of Reading Vegan Outreach. The group was started in February 2016 with 7 of us doing an Earthlings experience on Broad Street. We had a lot of opposition from the public on the day, as well as from other vegans in the local community on the lead up to it. We all know that change and the unknown is always feared and resisted, but it took just a few courageous and compassionate people to take to the streets that day to break that cycle, and we've been back almost every week since, growing in numbers. Now every month we hold an Earthlings experience. This is where we use laptops and tablets to show graphic footage to the public while wearing neutral white masks. The masks are used to represent any member of society, as well as the billions of faceless animals killed every year by the animal abusing industries. It also keeps the focus on the footage and allows members of the public to watch without feeling like they need to talk to us or see our facial expressions. We're having a quick break now for about half an hour. After that half an hour, we'll be heading over to Broad Street to hold a candlelit vigil. We'll be holding this vigil for all the animals we've witnessed being taken to slaughter at Newman's abattoir, as well as all the other animals inside slaughterhouses, factory farms, laboratories, circuses, zoos, and any other disgusting animal abusing industry.
Have a minute's silence for every animal that has suffered, every animal that is going to suffer.
We're just on the high street doing our vigil. We've successfully finished our first ever animal rights march in Reading. We had a much bigger turnout than we thought we would have. We in the end had an excess of 175 people. That's a lot of people that have turned out today to support us. We managed to have some really good interactions with the public. We really made our voices heard, and it's been really humbling at just how many people have come down to support us today. It's quite an overwhelming experience tonight with the vigil. Thank you everyone.
Thank you.